There we go. We are live on Instagram as well. Let me reveal. Here we are. Welcome to the Collective Link Up Live, the second one of these shows that we've done. And joined by Amy again. Welcome, Amy. How are you doing?
Back for round two. Glad to be here.
Yeah. A short delay because I was trying to work out how to get Instagram live. Instagram is not my specialist subject, but I think we're live on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube, and of course you could be watching this on catch up. The idea of this, the Link Up Live, is it's a monthly fitness industry live stream where connections happen. And over the next half hour, we're going to keep you plugged into what's new across the collective and the wider fitness industry. We want to get you involved as well, so please do comment. Obviously like and subscribe and all those things, but any comments that come through will be published in those live as long as they're publishable. But we want to get your questions and connection requests as well. So we're going to be talking about upcoming events, networking opportunities that you don't want to miss, and as I say, then opening the floor to you for live connection requests and partnership shout outs. I still always feel like Joe Wicks when I say shout outs. Need to get the Joe Wicks accent going there. But yeah, let's get started on this Link Up Live. A quick intro, Amy, from yourself, if you don't mind. For those people who don't know Amy, have you been hiding under a rock?
I can't imagine there's that many out there that don't. My foghorn voice, but I facilitate the partnerships at independent gyms with Rob. So yeah, busy time for us. Busy time.
What are you working on at the moment, Amy?
Well, it's full steam ahead for our conference. Obviously, we're now 6 weeks out. Floor plan is done and locked in. We had a few stragglers that have just joined the party. Everyone starts to get a bit of FOMO about now, so we tend to get a few more join in. But we've got the lovely job of things like chasing documents, all those fun jobs. So any brands that are watching and you've got paperwork overdue, hurry up. And then it's just big ticket drive. I think Rob hopefully is going to jump on at some point and put the ticket link in as well, because it's 50% off tickets still at the moment. You snooze, you lose. Amazing. It gets more expensive. So
yeah, perfect. Well, we'll come back onto that in a sec. In events, yeah, I mean, for me, the usual GG Fit stuff, lots of retention projects at the moment. Trying to do some, well, I'm doing some data analysis and then some workshops. The education, as always, is going well. For me, education helps to just clubs understanding the purpose of retention and why it's important. But there are also some really good developments on the health seeker side of things. We've got some really good health seeker projects coming up for the end of the year to basically start to shift the industry's thinking beyond fitness. A lot of people are talking about the pivot, but Health Seekers does that. And that links a little bit into the collective because some of those Health Seeker stories have been published as a podcast, but we're doing some Health Seeker sparks, which are going to be short, sharp episodes of things. And in terms of, I didn't really introduce the collective either. The collective is a fitness industry network. So lots of fitness industry professionals, and the idea is that we share, collaborate, and grow. So things like this, virtual meetups with people saying, commenting. There you go. There's Rob Handy already.
With his ticket link.
Joe Vieira as well. Yeah. We'll comment to ticket link, Rob. That'll be, don't worry, that's saved. But yeah, it's bringing people together physically at actual events, but also online and virtually through things like podcasts. So Adam Daniels' podcast, The Business of PT, has proved very popular, talking about growing PT. The other one I host is Your Dream Gym. And the purpose of that is basically and it's kind of fun. It's I wouldn't call it entertainment, but it's networking. Arm's length networking is what we call it. Amy's been on. If you want to go back and listen to Amy's.
Oh, I don't. Do you remember that one? Because in my naive state, I didn't think at the time that a podcast had a video. And do you remember I've been out for a run?
Oh, yeah,
I was mortified. I was like, oh my God, it's my face on this. And I had a bright red face and like sweaty head. Wasn't the finest moment.
Well, listen, back in series 4, we didn't do a lot with the videos. And do I remember it? Yeah, series 4, episode 5. I'm pretending to remember, looking at my list. But
I would share
yes,
it, but
the
I need
idea
to
is
put like one of those big emoji cover-ups on my face to save people's
absolutely.
eyes.
But it was a great series. Ollie Patrick was on that as well. Baz Moffat. I think that must have been Performex supporting that at the time. If Baz and Ollie were on the same series, but the point is, you listen to it, you find out about someone, and you go, "Oh, I love that you had those kind of kettlebells," or "I like what you did with your shower," or "I like your general ethos of it being a very eco gym." So I do remember your episode,
Like we
Amy,
did there, yeah.
um, very well. But you can then go and meet someone at an event, and maybe you haven't met them before, but you've listened to their dream gym. Also,
Yeah.
people like listening. People like talking about their dreams. So, but things like that all facilitate connections ultimately. So that's the point of the collective as a whole, is connecting more people. Um, and yeah, so in terms of connections and what's coming up next, not a seamless link, but we've got an event timetable which I'll just pop up here. Um, these are the events that Amy or I or other people from the collective, core network, will be at over the next couple of months. Coming up quite soon, 15th of October, is the next Active Net event. Great networking opportunities, kind of I want to say speed dating. It's not, but you have 20-minute meetings, but they also have great education content, and just brilliant networking opportunities. So that's 15th of October up in Nottingham, Active Net Open Water. Throw to you, Amy, for the next one on the list.
Well, the next one, should it be up there? Are we showing off that we're invited to a party that some people might not be? Who knows? But nevertheless, my zone, the Evolution, London. Great event, but it is VIP. Guest only, am I not right?
Actually, yeah, you're right.
So
Well, listen,
we're
we'll both be
basically
there.
creating FOMO for them. That's our tactic, right?
If you
So
want to get on the list, then either get in touch with someone at my zone or give one of us a shout. Yeah. After that, the 11th of November, there's a few things going on today, but the Connect CX Summit is where I'll be. We're actually supporting that brilliant event. So all about customer experience, put on by our friends at Fitronics and Pro Insight. So again, good networking opportunities, but also really good learning opportunities. Lots of different people from all sorts of different industries as well. Typically, I've been to that for the last 2 or 3 years, 3 or 4 years. Talking about customer experience. So that's a really good one. Get your tickets for that. Again, I think there are, well, it's October now, the discount codes might have gone, but we'll get a link in for there.
discount codes that haven't gone, however, moving on. I need some sort of like champagne or confetti going across the screen at this moment for the next one. Gym Operator Conference, powered by independent gyms. There's also your PT hosting Level Up within our conference as well, which is going to be great. So there's room for the PTs as well. And it is shaping up. We always say they're shaping up to our best one yet, but I think it definitely is. They grow every time we run them, so must be doing something right. So yeah, do not miss out. And the earlier you get your ticket, the cheaper it is.
Absolutely. So I don't know whether or not you can click the link on the
Yeah,
video there,
links
but
on
right, if
screen.
you're on
Yeah,
LinkedIn, look in the comments. Rob's dropped that into the comments as well. Um, shameless plug from Amy, but let's balance that out with a shameless plug from
never.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm putting together a series of workshops, North, South, and Midlands, the week after. Yeah, no, a couple of weeks after. Lead, convert, and retain. So obviously, I'll be taking the retention bit. We're working with a couple of colleagues, John and Keith, on the lead gen and the sales conversion part of that. So essentially, boot camps or workshops, full day for gym operators to come along and learn more about how they grow their business in all three
Oh,
ways.
your sound blipped out a little bit there, Guy, but I think people can fill in the
And then yeah,
gaps
and
if
back.
they're clever enough. Get your back.
I'll do that. Okay.
Last
Yeah.
one, Active Paddle North. Of course, you had to get a paddle event in, didn't you, Guy? It's somewhere in the mix, but it is ActiveNet Paddle North in Bolton
Yeah.
on the 3rd of December. Anything
Perfect.
to add on
So
the
yeah,
paddle?
that's
Well, you're the
that's
paddle expert. I was just waiting for some sort of paddle information. I've played, but you saw me play paddle
yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
What I
Well,
lack
listen, we
in
played
skill, I
together, and
gave in enthusiasm. That's what I'll
I
say.
was never. Yeah, I'm no expert, but I enjoy it and I enjoy networking. And yeah, you maybe alluded to the fact that I do also run a paddle networking group, but it is not fitness industry specific. But listen, if you want to come and play paddle and do some industry agnostic networking in Reading or Fleet or Southampton, then get in touch. I think Amy will be joining us in Southampton next month. But yeah, some events there. And Rob just added, looking forward to working with your PT, who that does actually link into the link convert and retain workshops as well, because Keith Small is involved with them. But
Yeah.
there may be other events that we've not included. It's not because we've excluded them, but if you want to mention any other events in the comments, if you want a little plug, then drop them in there. Those just we don't want to inundate you with you've got to be at everything.
When's
If-
the National Fitness Awards? That's sometime end of November, isn't it? Must look that up.
yes, it is.
I keep
If
seeing
anyone
shout
watching,
outs from independents that are shortlisted, which is cool. So
yeah,
look forward to
yeah,
going to
absolutely.
support them.
So it's not, as I say, it's not an exclusive list. There are other events going on. If you're watching live, or even if you're watching this on catch up and want to drop a link to one of your events, as long as there's networking opportunities there, we're interested. Either Amy or I or someone else from the collective, or someone will be there. So that's a big part of what we want to promote. And we also want to just link people up, not necessarily it's not necessarily looking at Amy's or my network or expertise. We want to have requests come in, and for then other people that are watching this to answer those requests. So if you've got anyone that you're looking to connect with, who did I mention? Fitronics or Pro. If you're looking for contact into mystery shoppers, or you want to link up to save energy costs, that's quite appropriate at the moment. Then let us know. Drop it in the comments. We'll see what we can do for you. And while we wait for any comments or questions to come in, there's one hot off the press. Rob Handy again, getting most valuable player from this particular live stream. 29th of November, he thinks. So
It's good enough.
uh,
Around
we'll confirm
end of
that, and we'll
November.
get a link into the. What about we kind of got in last time to movers and shakers, and also our fitness industry bake-off star.
Oh
We've
yeah,
not
that's
mentioned
got that.
Toby yet, have we?
That's got to
This
that's got
episode.
to go top, right? I did mention to Toby that he gets his little plug for his
Yeah.
Bake Off achievements.
Well,
But I've got to say I'm behind, so I'm afraid I missed Chocolate Week last night. So that's a top viewing, I know. So I'm a week behind. So no spoilers in the comments if anyone's watched it, and it's sad to me that glued to it. But definitely the weird one, and I did send him a clip of his own. I'm sure he remembers saying it, but he made it was back to school week, and he did like a fairground
Showstopper. Yep.
setup.
Summer Fate.
Yep,
Yep.
showstopper, that's the one. And one of his items, I had to write this down to remember just how vile this sounded. He said it's based on his childhood favourite chicken instant noodle sandwich. Repulsive.
Yeah.
That is
I think,
disgusting. So,
listen,
yes, an intriguing one.
yeah, my family are in, my kids and wife are into it. I will watch it in the
Yeah.
background, or it's a nice time together. Um, but the tennis balls did very well, I think, on
Yeah,
that Summer
they did
Fate.
comment on
Um,
Toby's balls at the end. Yeah. Mm.
yeah. So all power to Toby. So if anyone's out there going, who, what's Baker? So Toby Littlewood
Yeah,
from
Energy. Yeah.
Energym. And I
Yes.
did drop a note to Will saying, "Isn't he doing well?" And he was like, "Yeah, but he can't tell us, but he is doing all the baking in the office now."
We are expecting cakes at the conference. I have subtly, when I say subtly, Amy subtle, not subtle, that I demand cakes at the conference to be brought over. They're on the same business park, so it's got to happen. We want independent gyms cakes.
Listen, never mind discount codes. Get to the
Cakes.
independent gyms. Sorry, the
Mm,
gym operators conference. I should note that.
okay.
In fact, there you go. The gym
Oh, look at that.
operators conference
Retro.
on the 13th, 14th November, because Toby's bringing cake.
So he's bringing them now. We're not even asking. He's just
Yeah,
been told. Sell his
absolutely.
services, but no chicken instant noodle soup ones, but
No, thank you.
sandwiches, whatever they
Um,
were.
but yeah, power to him. Hope he carries on doing well. I also haven't seen last night's episode yet. So hopefully he's not out. But I think he won the technical the week before last. So
He's definitely, well, I mean, he did Chocolate Week last week, didn't he? Not that I've watched it.
yeah, he's doing all right. But let's not turn this into whatever the after the
Bake
Bake
Off.
Off review of that is. Um,
Slightly
what?
off track.
Yeah. So any other connection requests or thoughts, please drop them in the comments. Rob again has said actually it's the 28th. I'm guessing that is the NFA's. Yeah. In other news, who else is moving around, or what? Who have you noticed in
Oh, there's
terms
been a
of
few, isn't there? We've got seeing as Joe's dialed in, hi Joe, she has moved to BRP systems, which I'm sure she could probably tell people more about than I can. Which is exciting. Love Joe. Yeah, so it's lovely to see her back in the industry where she belongs. Good friend of mine and a little workaholic. So great move for her. And then all change at Kaiser, isn't it? 1 in, 1 out. So Gary Spreber's gone back. Paul's gone to Rep. Not a brand I know too much about, but sounds like we're going to learn fast. So that's quite exciting.
Yeah. Interesting to see Gary go back there. But all power to him. I'm sure he'll be doing well. I've seen, in terms of promotions within, congrats to Tom Godwin, Future Fit for Business, a good, very strong partner of mine, GG Fit. But yeah, Tom is now the CCO, Chief Commercial Officer, I guess, at Future Fit. So congrats to him. And Stu Martin as well. Stu Martin, formerly of Active Nation, is now at PSLT with Graham Bircham. So products, services, logistics, and trading. He came in at the end of the last call with a thanks for the call, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, give him a shout out as well. Congrats to him on that new position. Again, is there anyone else that you know out there moving or shaking? Is when Ian Daniel normally comes in saying, "I'm now working at Echelon," but we know that, Ian, and we know you are actually out working at Echelon today. So if you're watching this on catch up, there's your monthly mention.
The main ones I mentioned, I think, that are in there. But it's always seems there's quite a lot of movement in this industry, isn't there? So I always like watching.
Yeah, you know what? Keeping track of people, it's important. It's always, I always think it's important to keep to be nice to people wherever they are at the moment, because you don't know where they're going to be tomorrow. Thanks, Amy. A nice. Joanne is still there. She's still live watching. Glad to be
She's
back.
still there.
Great to see you back. Look forward to seeing you in at one of those events soon. Colin McGill, we forgot, has gone from service sport to box 12. So he's gonna struggle swinging those golf clubs around his boxing gloves, but I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will try. But yeah, good move for Colin. Rob, yes, Rob, you are definitely getting most valuable player.
You are, yeah. We need him in the screen, like in the corner, like on a game show host. When they have like people on the laptops feeding the information. Yeah.
He wants us to dial. He wants us to dial him in. He's basically Richard Osman, fact checker on the side.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. We've thought about this. Amy and I have discussed this a lot, and what else we should put into this. What is it? A show, a live stream, a monthly get together. We've not really thought about what we've talked about doing a theme or having things like that, but really we want it to be a bit of a free for all. Maybe we could bring guests in to chat about something. We kind of have that on the collective a little bit already with Ask the Expert, but any suggestions are good, to be honest. Either like right now while you're listening or watching live, but also if you're watching this later on Philosopher Wood, then fine.
Exactly.
It works. But if you've got any thoughts or ideas or stuff you want to share on the collective, either through this or through any other medium, then just drop us a line, and if we can make it happen, we will. Anything that helps more people connect.
Song requests we can do.
Yeah. Julie Allen. Julie Allen live karaoke.
Yeah, we could do it. Fitness industry live stream lunchtime karaoke on a Wednesday every month.
There we go. Make it happen. We need to get. Do we need to get proper mics?
Yeah, definitely. We could have the lyrics up on the screen. This is how my brain works, guy. This is why you're going to regret inviting me to help you with this.
Listen, I've a few people know this. I love a bit of karaoke. Go on, I'll put you on.
What's your song? What's your go-to song?
Well, I was about to ask you the same. I've got a few, but the go-to one that I sang at my wedding with the band was "A Little Less Conversation" by Elvis.
Nice, like that.
But I'd go Avenues and Alleyways. I'd go Beyond the Sea, Bobby Darin, something like that. Or the 4 or 5 pints in would probably be Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear that.
Okay.
I might even buy you the blonde wig and send it up to you ready.
It needs to be 4 or 5 pints in. first before the blonde, but more importantly. How about
That's a Wonderwall Oasis, isn't it? The 5 pint in one, where everybody
it
loves a
is,
bit of
yeah,
Wonderwall. Mm.
yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I'd say anything Oasis is, because then you've got the backing of the crowd, haven't you? So it
Yeah,
doesn't matter how
yeah,
badly you sing at that point in time, everyone joins in, drowns you out,
absolutely.
and they think you're brilliant. So always a winner.
Nice. The last time I did it was on the last time I did karaoke, it's probably over a year ago now, but it was Minnie's so kids rugby tour down in Somerset in a campsite. And after
Nice.
that, they said we don't want any live music. So the following year we had to do a silent disco. I'll leave it there.
Nice. Funny.
Um, One last shout from Rob. I don't think this is a karaoke request, but from what I'm getting from that is that Rob wants to do "The Bitch Is Back" by Elton John. So we'll put you down for that one, Rob. Maybe there's a Christmas. Maybe we do our Link Up Live Christmas event. We get Jules involved. Um, who else would be good for that? We'll get Amy's been worried about the dogs in the background.
I know I've got a dog next to me snoring actually. So every now and then I'm like, shh.
Joining, but yeah, whether or not that would be good for karaoke, I don't know. But maybe that's a
Yeah.
Christmas link up live, something a bit different. So that's suggestion number one. If you've got any better ones or just different ones, then ping them to us. Joanne is in as well. So
Love it.
we'll plan that at the gym operators conference,
Yeah,
and
I
then
feel the duet coming on already.
yeah, we'll see if it's going to be a car crash and if anyone actually tunes in, or if it means no one ever tunes in again.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else, Amy? Anything else you're thinking of, or any other?
I don't think so for me, no.
No.
Not at the moment. I think I'm so sort of knee deep in the conference prep. I say knee deep, neck deep in the conference prep now that we don't really come up for air until the conference itself. And then usually the process is conference. Last year, obviously, I managed to kind of spread my illness like wildfire around the whole industry. So apologies if you're one of the people that got germs in the goodie bags. But we usually do sort of hit wall after the conference. So yeah, it's full steam ahead and really hoping to see loads of people there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, it seems that we don't need to string this out. If you've got connection requests or thoughts or ideas, and you're watching this next week or in 3 weeks' time, as seems to happen on LinkedIn these days, drop a comment in there. Probably best if you tag Amy or me if you want one of us to reply that day. But we will get to it. We'll see the comments come through. So any other ideas? Um, Thanks very much for joining us today or for watching this and catch up. And yeah, for any connection requests or ideas you've got, let's keep the conversations going. Don't forget to follow the collective on LinkedIn and YouTube and Instagram and all those kind of things. Check out the events that we mentioned. And yeah, reach out if you want to join in next time or even just drop in your karaoke classics. There's a stage free
Yes,
at the
practice
social.
is that's it. Right, get your song choices ready.
There we go. All right. Well, I've already told you my
Guys, like,
finals.
can I get off
Um,
this call quickly now?
no, no,
Imagine where the conversation would be if you left me on here for another 20 minutes. God
yeah.
knows. Even I don't
Let's
know
let, let,
sometimes.
let, let's wrap it up. So we'll be back here, wherever you're watching this now, on the first Wednesday of November. So same time, same place. Until then, keep sharing, collaborating, and growing. Thank you very much, Amy, for joining me. I'll see you soon.
Well, see you soon.